The setting for this video is an oral examination on English literature, but don't worry if you don't know the subject. The video enters near the end of the examination, and the student's performance has been average so far. The student demonstrates knowledge of Tolkien and one poem, but the answers about Shakespeare are terrible. Watch how the examiner reacts to the student's answers and how the student uses the information the examiner provides.
Which ended in around 1700.
Okay, fair enough. Now, you told me you did a fair bit of reading last year.
Yes, that's true.
So, of the texts you read, which was your favourite?
That would be The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh, it's mine too. Tell me about it.
Well, it's firstly probably the first fantasy novel, and it's a classic tale of good versus evil, where after a long and dangerous quest, the good finally defeats the evil. And it's a story where all the characters are three-dimensional, and they're so well fleshed out that you feel like you know them. And it combines the styles of a novel and poetry, and even includes some languages that Tolkien made up. And what I love is the way the storyline starts with the whole group together, and then when they get separated, the subplots could function as standalone stories, but they come back together in the end. And what's also impressive is the way that the Hobbit story and the Lord of the Rings story are so well connected, and obviously they're preceded by the Silmarillion, but you can read them in any order.
It's a wonderful book, and I love how you can explore so many themes in it. But we do have to talk about more than just one book.
Yes, of course.
So, no oral and English literature would be complete without talking about Shakespeare, would it? So can you tell me some of the comedies that Shakespeare wrote?
Much Ado About Nothing. The Taming of the Shrew. And The Merchant of Venice.
Well, apart from plays, what other styles of literature was Shakespeare famous for?
Short stories.
Are you sure?
Oh, you mean poetry. Yeah, he wrote poetry as well.
So, what kind of poetry is he most famous for? Two quatrains? Two tercets?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's move on then. What famous English poems do you know about?
Beowulf.
Ah, now there's an interesting one. Tell me about it.
Well, it's the oldest known English poem and is written in a type of English that we don't actually understand anymore. And it actually sounds more Scandinavian than English. And actually, it's a poem that Tolkien worked on, which makes sense given his training as a philologist. And I'm sure he would have used that knowledge when he was creating the languages in The Lord of the Rings.
Yes, I guess he did.